I'm King Bless.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community with the KRBE Digital Assets Masterclass.
That's right. It's your one-stop shop for all things Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We teach you everything top to bottom, from buying, selling, swapping, all the way to different exchanges, managing your portfolio, yield farming 3,000+% APYs. Yes, we have that in there, and collateralized loans. Top to bottom, 12 hours, 14 modules.
So make sure to enroll today to be ready for the next bull cycle.
And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym and Crypto, episode 808. Today is Friday, October 1st, 2021. I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish, and today's top stories: Fed's Powell has no intent to ban Bitcoin or crypto. TikTok embraces NFTs with creator-led collection. Say hi to October. Bitcoin price surges above 47K in minutes, liquidating $270 million in shorts. And the SEC extends 4 Bitcoin ETF deadlines by 45 days. But first and foremost, Bitcoin Zay, what is going on with these prices?
Oh, yeah. So, as you know, it's October, first day of October. Bitcoin at $47,211, up almost 10% today. Ethereum at $3,216, up 8% today. Cardano at $221, up 6% as well. Binance Coin at $411 is up 9.6%. XRP passing that dollar market, 103 is up 9%. Solana at $150 is up 9.5%. Polkadot at $30.80 is up 10.5%. And last but not least, Dogecoin at 21 cents is up 6.7%. So everything is up right now. And we do have some getting a little bit close to the top 10, inching closer. Terra, or also known as Luna, Uniswap, and AVAX coming in at 11, 12, and 13. So everything up overnight. Again, everybody's getting hype over October.
Right. I can't wait to see everybody share their favorite coin in the comment section today, because I know everybody's a genius. Say, yeah, I've been telling y'all to hold on another 2 weeks. We be taking off. So, yeah, this article right here already starting off the day, one of the top stories of the day. Say hi to October, as they're calling it. Bitcoin price surges above 47K in minutes, liquidating $270 million in shorts. People, when it happens, it happens fast. As this article is actually stated here, October already feels like a different planet to September for traders, as abrupt upside sees resistance levels fall like dominoes. What are your thoughts on the Bitcoin price in October? What's going to go on with the Bitcoin price?
Oh, yeah. So October 1st marks the beginning of quarter 4, which traditionally speaking, 2013, 2017, and now 4 years later, that is the quarter where we see a huge bull run following, the first impulse from earlier this year. So October is usually a bullish quarter, simply because quarter 4, you have a few different things going on. For one, you have Wall Street guys getting their bonuses in December, people trying to front run them. You have geopolitical issues where people are trying to get into Bitcoin all around the world, like El Salvador, they're buying consistently. And then you also have in quarter 4, a lot of people trying to reduce their tax liability before next year. So if you put it into an asset like Bitcoin, that is not taxable. So quarter 4 is a great time to do that, because when January rolls around and they look back at last year, they'll say, hey, yeah, you made $1 million, but yeah, I put it in Bitcoin. So that's not taxable. So a few different reasons why quarter 4 is always big.
There it is. Really quick, want to get some quick shout outs. See what's going on, Chappie, Alapio, what's going on? And shout out to Alapio. I saw your comment yesterday as I was logging off. Alapio said his daughter was saying, and we are live at the same time.
Oh, man.
So shout out
Start them early.
Yeah, shout out to the Rodriguez family. What's going on? Goodness, Wendy Nichols, Eric Horton, Leroy Forrest, Fearless Jones, Parker, Sergeant Mack. Let's see, BK Bourne, Best Eye, Rays, Leroy. Yeah, we back side to side. BR. Listen, you said it's weird to see us on the same camera. I didn't even know how to operate a camera. I was like, how do we used to do the setup? Like, can't even remember the setup.
Yeah, go back to some old episodes.
Right. What's going on? Bitcoin Benito, Paris, Corey P, Courtney Johnson, Rendo like Denzel. Help you leverage traders caught the pump, right? Lawrence Sanders. I mean, that was a tough pump even for leverage traders. I mean, you had to have stone cold hands.
Got smacked out of here, boy. 270 million.
Right.
Get up out.
What's going on, Crypto King Silver Sailor? Yeah, I saw it on Yahoo. You know, I knew that you all were listed on Yahoo because I read the class action lawsuit you sent to the government, and it said something about you can check you all out on Yahoo. So, yeah, I know you're there. I read it in the class action, so I don't mess with the feds, dog. See, Chappie grabbed an uncommon cover on that VV drop yesterday. I was blessed. There you go. It's crazy. I got a couple of alerts on the VV drops for some, what was it, Ghostbusters one I wanted. I swear they probably started off at most getting sold for like $90. Some things were $890 yesterday. I was like, all right, too rich for my blood right now.
Sound like wash trading to me, but we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it on the hush.
Exactly. Some other comments that actually may have the crypto market going crazy. As Fed Powell has no intent to ban Bitcoin or crypto. That's right. Powell testified before the House Financial Services Committee on Thursday on matters related to the economy and the COVID-19 pandemic. Looks like United States Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell believes the federal government needs to regulate the cryptocurrency market, but that a blanket ban on Bitcoin and other digital assets is not in the cards. Speaking in response to a question for Representative Ted Budd, Powell clarified that a China-style ban on digital assets was not something he's considering. Budd's question came in response to Powell raising doubts about the regulatory status of stablecoins and the central bank's ongoing deliberations around a so-called digital dollar. And Powell's view of central bank digital currency, or CBDC, could perform many other functions of stablecoins and cryptocurrencies without the regulatory risk. Yeah. He's being quoted as saying, right here, as I accidentally clicked his Twitter link, stablecoins are like money market funds and like bank deposits, but they're to some extent outside the regulatory perimeter. And it's appropriate they be regulated, he said. Same activity, same regulation. The thing I'm actually watching when it comes to these stories and the price is this kind of reminds me of yesterday I covered the Eternal Beings NFT drop and how a lot of people are upset that Lil Uzi deleted the tweets about it, the promotional tweets, and the price drop. And some of the people in the community went on Discord and was like, hey, y'all are acting like, a bunch of weenies. Like, you over here getting mad that he's not involved with the project. He's like, we make the market. We make the project, us as people. So I say all that to say when you're looking at the price today, it is reflecting the Fed Chair Powell comments. And it makes no sense that the price will pump just off these comments. It's like, to me, he didn't say anything that I didn't expect or know. Like we always say, the war has been won. So the real question is, will these comments and the price pump just now, is that enough to start another bull cycle right now and to pump this price to levels we haven't seen it before? Or by next week, will we see the price retrace back to the low 40s again, where it kind of was just been sitting and going sideways for a while after the fervor of these comments wear off? So that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, will these comments be enough to push us into the next full bull cycle? Or is it just excitement right now going into the weekend? And by Tuesday, Wednesday, next week, it calms down. What are your thoughts on all this?
Oh, yeah. A few things here. You always want to watch for the pump right before the weekend. Could be a fake out for a lot of people, especially leverage traders who are like, oh, yeah, I'm in the green. I'm up 100, 200%. I'm a chill, hang out this weekend, maybe some money. And then, boom, you get smacked back down. So that has happened a few times before when news comes out. But when we talk about the Fed's Powell, he said he has no intent to ban Bitcoin and crypto. No, Powell, you can't ban Bitcoin and crypto. And that is the one comment they will not make, because at that point, that gets rid of all the scary people, all the Ned Flanders, all the people that's kind of tiptoeing around it because they think somebody's going to regulate it. As soon as they say we can't regulate this, there's nothing we can do, have at it, it's over. Floodgates are wide open. So I think the ETF news may have a bigger play on the price, which we'll talk about in a second. But honestly, I mean, this is great. Anybody who has family members who are like, hey, what about regulators? Just show them this. I mean, they say they have no intent, but they really can't. And one thing I really like about this story is the fact that we are getting quotes from people like Lil Moon Lambo on Twitter as a part of our news cycle on Cointelegraph. It's great. This industry is amazing. Somebody named Lil Moon Lambo could tweet something and then boom, this article written about it. So great to see in this industry. And of course, we keep saying, can't ban the snowman. You can't get Bitcoin out of here, baby. Do anything you want. It's not going to work. You had your shot about 8 years ago, and that didn't work either. So here we are.
Hey, y'all keep trying to wear these tall tees at school, you don't get suspended. Wait, you suspended people for wearing long t-shirts?
Can't ban the snowman,
Can't ban the snowman, baby. Hey. Ross Shu said, how long has the Fed been saying they're trying to regulate stable coins? Yes, Kristen Noesi said, we are the community crypto warriors going Verde. Exactly. What's going on? Too much for you, okay? Alapio said he's hoping for a quick dip below 45. Every time it dips below, like every time it hits 40, I'm just getting greedy. I'm like, come on, man. Like, Take that plunge.
Yeah, let's get that wick down to 37. Hit my bids.
Take that plunge. Are we playing right now? Rendo, like Denzel said, all these institutions need to have their Q4 statements look good in the year. Mm-hmm. These stories are just the sprinkles when the Sunday's always been there for sure. Mm-hmm. Rad Blatty, what's going on? Never seen that name. More importantly, Powell has no authority to ban Bitcoin. The question is moot. Exactly. Yeah. Crypto King Silver Sailor said, when dealing with the Fed, always think opposite. He also said there was no inflation before. Listen, Crypto King Silver said a great point. I was actually going to say the same thing. I'm like, I don't know why they're listening to him, because he's literally just going to be like, actually, we are going to try to ban. It's like, well, I thought you said you weren't. What are you going to do?
We be lying, bro.
Exactly. We be lying.
I can't wait for the first politician to get caught red-handed and just finally be like, we lie sometimes, man. Damn, what you want us to do, politicians?
So, I'm with you right there, Crypto King Silver said. We got to check that out. What's going on? Cornelius, 85e0a wow said James Bond next. I'm going to get one. Oh, James Bond. Today, James Bond collectible dropped today. Is that VV, folks? What is that on?
Oh, word.
Oh, if that's a VV collectible, James Bond, I am about to be on top of that one. Mm-hmm. Of course, also today, let's not forget, I forgot to put it in the title. Today is Fuck Bitcoin Friday. Mm-hmm. So also feel free to call if you want or have any smoke for us for sure here. I'm going to go ahead and put that link in the chat, but feel free to tell us to send you a link again. Again, if you got any smoke, we got anything wrong this week, call in and let us know. Oh, yeah. And of course, we will talk about it.
And get double smoke today, baby.
Get that loud pack today. TikTok is in the news. TikTok embraces NFTs with creator-led collection. That's right. The NFT launch features prominent TikTokers, including Bella Porch, Curtis Roach, Brittany Broski, and others. What's going on with this article?
Oh, yeah, and Lil Nas X, too.
And Lil Nas X, the biggest one of them all.
Oh, yeah. So TikTok, they announced their first foray into the NFT market. They actually came out with an announcement that they were partnering with Audius. A good friend of mine, Clayton, is head of community there, so shout out to him. And they're creating TikTok Top Moments, a new program that allows creators to be recognized and rewarded for their content. The NFT drops will be launched on Ethereum and powered by Immutable X, a new scaling solution for Layer 2 NFT protocol Immutable. So hopefully it doesn't have exorbitant fees. Hopefully you're not paying $800 in fees for a $100 NFT. And they said as far as scaling, because I already know Lil Nas X fan base and all these other names, all these other teeny boppers who I don't know. I know I'm getting old because I don't know anybody in music anymore. But I'm sure if they got 1 million people on TikTok, they'll make some money off these NFTs. And it only goes to show that, again, I've said NFTs are in our Tamagotchi era. If you look back at Tamagotchis, they look ridiculous. Why were you feeding a digital cat? It had nothing to do with anything. But it was the first step before Game Boy, before all the Nintendos, before all the systems started coming out big time. That was just a handheld thing, and NFTs, I think, are the same thing right now, but they're progressing. So you get partnerships with TikTok, get even better NFTs. You got audio reactive, we got physical, and then we also have music as well. So good to see from this platform. Hopefully it works out with TikTok, because this could blow up big time.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Chabby said BB is moving to that platform as well. It's going to be interesting to see what type of partnerships we see. But as far as TikTok, as you can see here, I didn't even realize this. Goodness gracious, they have roughly 1 billion users. Holy, who made TikTok?
Some Chinese
yeah. Who over here?
CCP? That's
who pulling in the money? Yeah. And this audience, the United States audience, has been increasingly utilizing the app to discover new artists and songs since launching its mainnet services in October 2020. And audience user base has grown to $5 million since their launch in October 2020. So, I mean, that's huge. People, you're talking about the size of a country of users and offering them NFTs. Again, that's a base hit. It just brings more people over to crypto. So that is always good news to see. But I mean, that's kind of crazy that TikTok, to me, one of the newer platforms, is moving as fast as they are in the space. So shout out to TikTok, because this is how you're supposed to move. Like the fact that TikTok beat Facebook and like everything else to this space is amazing to me, because that's what it looks like. It's new technology. It works. People seem to like it. Just put it on the platform. Throw it on the platform. You got money for developers, right? Throw it on the platform and just see if it sticks. So shout out to TikTok. I mean, they're actually doing it. And again, today is FBF. If you have smoke, that link has been provided. We'll re-provide another link. Feel free to call in. I don't like the tweets. Call in. Let's see what else we have going on. Voice Crypto said Mutable X makes minting on Ethereum free. Okay, there we go. Let's see. New Jersey in the house going on the last square. P-Man Van. Render like Denzel said, TikTok the new SoundCloud if you want to jumpstart your rap career. Oh, okay.
True. I have seen a lot of rappers get big on TikTok and it blows up and then all of a sudden, boom, they got a career. I mean, good gracious. It's crazy how one video on TikTok, whole career made.
Leroy Vore said, pay the Trump voice. He said, China. Exactly. China. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Omo, pay that like, tax, and share. That's what I'm saying. Paris said, I can see NFTs evolving into something like Digimon into real life. Oh, wow. That would be huge on the low. I get it. If you had the cross, because of course they're trying to do the cross-chain NFTs on different platforms. Yeah. But yeah, if you could have NFTs that were like actual like battle cards or whatever, and you could just set them up, customize them how you want, and just like I guess battle them out or whatever. Whoever loses gets the other person gets to take it, so we can see.
True.
Come on, Crypto King. You always say some good comments and you just come back around with some terrible ones, man. Come on. Come on, man. Expected more out of you. All right. The SEC, this is also in the news. It looks like they might actually be planning to move forward with this ETF. SEC extends 4 Bitcoin ETF deadlines by 45 days. The decision timeline of 4 Bitcoin ETFs, including Global X Bitcoin Trust, has been extended by the SEC on Friday. Now, this is also a very bullish indicator because never before do I remember them ever extending the deadline of any ETF submission. So the fact that they're actually publicly doing it, for one, again, I told you it's going to be gang corruption. How are you going to extend it? And you weren't even reading the applications coming from other companies.
Throwing them over.
You know what I mean? He's over there playing basketball, paper basketball with them. But whatever, the approval of 4 Bitcoin ETFs, Global X Bitcoin Trust, Valkyrie XBTO, I mean, this is a vampire, Bitcoin Futures Fund, Wisdom Tree Bitcoin Trust, and Cryptoin Bitcoin ETF was rescheduled to November 21st, December 8th, December 11th, December 24th, respectively. In the official statement, the SEC outlined the commission finds that it's appropriate to designate a longer period within which to take action on the proposed rule change so that it has sufficient time to consider the proposed rule change and any comments. So this would be crazy. Essentially, if they were to allow one of these to pass, it wouldn't happen until at the earliest November 21st. Yeah. So they are looking like they're planning for it, I guess, because again, I've never seen them actually extended the deadline for anyone. They extended by 45 days. So if that were the case, and again, they could approve it before then, but let's just say for whatever reason they wait to the deadlines, you could be looking at the earliest deadline, November 21st, Bitcoin ETF, leading into the fourth quarter, leading into Thanksgiving. Usually we have a little sell-off going into Thanksgiving. Yeah. And then right after, or it's choppy. Let's say it's choppy all around Thanksgiving. You get a sell-off during that time. Always. Yeah. And then it's a big buyback going until December. So if that's the case, and that does happen like that, of course, after Christmas, is an even bigger buyback going into the new year and for Bitcoin's birthday. But if an ETF happens, that literally may be what we need for that rocket ship to take off. And it will kind of be crazy to see an ETF gets passed in November 21st. Let's say Bitcoin. I mean, literally, you're going to be looking at a 60K, 65K Bitcoin minimum if we're at 47K right now with no ETF. You know what I mean? And then from there, I mean, what's 15% of 65 every day? Yeah. Like, it's over.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the opposite is going to happen. Okay. Simply because the trickery of the SEC, they've gotten good, but not good enough. Because the roadmap is set up for it to go exactly like we said. It steadily rises in October. FOMO starts to rise because people's like, oh, it's 60. Oh, it's 70. Hold on, what's happening? Why is it at 80? We're getting close to 100. I need to start buying. And then boom, we get up 100, 150, maybe even 200 at the beginning of December, late November. And then they say, ETF approved. You know what everybody thinks to themselves? Oh my God, we're going to 1 million. All this leverage goes in at 200K. All these new traders enter and FOMO in. And you know what happens?
New big traders
on the line. Like, oh man, I've been sitting on $1 million. I gotta buy something. And then smacked in the mouth, nigga. As soon as December, at the end of it, and January, bear market starts. Everybody's crying like some little bitches. just like 2013, 2017, they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I bought Bitcoin at 180K. Oh my God.
My wife divorced
Yeah, my
me.
wife is leaving me. We were jumping off buildings. And the ETF, because there's so much liquidity in an ETF, all of that downward pressure could spark the bear market that goes on for, 6 to 8 months. I don't think we'll have super extended bear markets, but it's set up that way. Looks like we're going to have the steady rise in October again. And then, of course, that bull run in December. And then we start our bear market in late January. When the regulators come back after Martin Luther King Day, that's when we always see January to March is always kind of fuzzy after a bull market, because that's when regulators clamp down. So I can see the ETF coming, and then the regulators stepping in like, yeah, you thought you had something, did you? Yeah, you ain't making no money off this ETF for at least another 2-3 years, player. Right. Because that's kind of exactly what they did last time when they approved futures. Remember 2017? They approved it at 3,000, went to 20K, approved the second one at 20K, bear market for 2 years. And I think this is what's happening again. Y'all not slick, SEC. Like, hey, we can see y'all. Hey,
that is that's definitely a major prediction. Yep, Kadeem Casey, I'm clipping this for sure. Listen, that is a major prediction. Antonio said Bitcoin Zay is everywhere. LOL, back in LA. Paris said bring on the bear market. Then I know what to do after the last one.
Exactly. We harden now. We give no bear market.
Bear market
that's
sounds
the fun
like
time.
a discount.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's fun times.
Too much for you. Okay, I'm with you. So it sounds like the SEC is getting pressured by institutional investors because they're missing out on potential billions. I agree with you. I think that's really what it is as well. Yep. Parker said, clip this. Like everybody's like, clip it, clip it. Siva said, I agree. What's going on? And Carino, good morning, Warriors. Happy Friday all around. Great seeing you shoulder to shoulder. Hey, and Carino, the dog don't goes didn't want no smoke today. We put the link out there. We told people to call in. Nobody's calling in today. Omo Shango said, man, can you imagine how many people are going to look back on all these YouTube videos and press releases and wish they did something before the dollar became toilet paper?
Yeah,
I know exactly. I like Bitcoin. They said, what were you doing when the biggest transition of value in history was going on? You're sitting back like, maybe not. Almost said smells like a lot of trickery and hypocrisy bubbling up from the SEC. And Rendell, like Denzel, great point. Actually, you are right. He said, damn, those deadlines are the sell the news event. Great point. What if those dates beginning November 21st are the sell the news dates? What if those are the dates it dips? I'm with you on that because that is how it usually happens. Right now, the pump will start all the way up to this ETF thing for 45. So we'll have a 45-day pump. At the end of these 45 days, when the ETF is supposed to be accepted or denied, regardless, the price dips because people will start selling it. I'm with you. I think that actually could be what happened. Those are the sell the news events. So,
and they those sell the moon events also coincide with full moons. Just so happen to be full moons on those days or right around those days too, which if you just look at the market, it dumps every time it's a full moon. It's just weird. It doesn't have really anything rooted in reality, but it's just hilarious that they line these up with the exact times that it's probably a sell pressure. I mean, it's all scripted, people. It's not like these people don't understand markets, and this has less liquidity, so it's actually easier to control. So we'll see what happens.
Crypto culture, appreciate that tip, Kenzie. Fuck Bitcoin Friday. Again, last chance, people. If you have any smoke, any comments, the link has just been in the chat. Again, feel free to call in. Are we live tonight? Are we live tonight with the show?
Nah, I can't do it tonight. Got to run, but yeah, definitely as soon as possible to get that show back up. New show, no name.
New show, no name will probably be back next week. Let's plan for next week on that one.
Yeah, that'll work.
What's going on? Tony A from London with love for the show. Ryan Cooper, more science and crypto, full moons.
Told y'all.
There we go.
It's something there. I don't know exactly what it is, but hey, I looked at the charts. I was like, damn, it always dumps on a full moon. That's crazy.
Right.
But, yeah.
I wonder if it has something to do with this, what is it called? Celestial?
Right.
I don't know the word.
Maybe it's just the Matrix and the alien sent us Bitcoin, and that's just part of their video game is, whenever the full moon comes, we go fuck with them.
Somebody pronounce Celestial for me in the comment section so I can say it out loud the right way.
Sue the bees.
There we go. Rendell, like Denzel said, like Bitcoin Day for El Salvador saw that 20% dump, even though the technicals were all there. I mean, today is a perfect example. Like, and again, it's not a pump. It's sideways movement. Again, it's aggressive sideways movement. I mean, it's about 15% almost. But The price is moving off of Fed Chair Powell's comments in the ETF news. To me, that is scary because it's like you still listening to these people when the technology is in front of you. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with these people. Just read the white paper, look at the technology, it works. But I get it. There's a lot of people who are saying we don't care the technology works. If our daddy, the government, doesn't say it's okay, then it's not okay. So it's crazy to see that, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Let's see. Dope Hat Zay. What's going on? Ryan Cooper, Coop DeVille, Crypto Solutions. Let's see.
Yeah. Shout out Believe in Crypto. This might be my new favorite hat. I've been wearing this all around the country. This hat is super dope. Shout out to him.
Rendell like this, he called it. Listen, he said they're not going live. They're getting lit.
Hey, man, we in LA, baby. Hey, but I got family I got to see. So, hey, get lit with them.
Let's see. We'll answer a couple questions. Nobody's calling for the smoke. But Seymour Breezy said, how are you guys calculating your entries other than just it being a dip? Fibonacci tracements, moving averages, etc. So for me, I'm literally just going with the dip right now because it's not like we were just talking about this yesterday. The buying into Bitcoin is not going to stop. So whether it's $400, $4,000, $40,000, $400,000, we're just going to keep buying into it. So for me, I'm just really looking at dips more than anything. Yeah. To me, it's not worth doing the Fibonacci and everything. It's like, because it doesn't, at the end of the day, whether I'm gonna buy it here, I'm gonna buy it there, I'm gonna buy it. So for me, I'm just like, it don't even matter as much. That's my take. What about you?
Yeah. So when it comes to charts, again, like we said, as a long-term holder, trading as far as all of the technical analysis doesn't interest me as much with Bitcoin. Maybe with some cryptos, but even then, it follows Bitcoin. So not really that interested. And then also too, I'm not even gonna lie, somebody just posted it in here as far as like, what do you do as far as your trading stuff? Somebody said you'd be surprised at how much moon cycles correlate to legacy markets. Man, I read like a 200-page like Google Doc or something like that. Been reading it over the past few months about how, again, Fibonacci and all of the math that's used, somebody just commented, it's in humans, it's in flowers, it's in nature, it's in the stars, it's everywhere. It correlates at some point. So like I said, it lines up at some point, but you could do all that technical analysis shit, or you could just wait for full moons and buy the dips on those days. If you need a day to buy dips, look for more full moons and then buy it that day. Or you could actually try and time it, which we don't suggest because nobody can catch the knives correctly and nobody puts their bids in the right spot. So dollar cost average is always the best strategy.
All right. I did not know this. This is true. This is truly disappointing. Paris is saying, look at comp. Of course, Compound, we talked about them yesterday with that accidental bug that they had in line 1217. But Paris said, look at comp doxing people that got the accidental drop to the IRS. Bitcoin will never dox you. I am literally about to research that right now. I hope that isn't true, but if comp is doxing people over this, then you know what? Yeah. To hell with their project.
Yeah. Yeah. How you gonna dox your users? Oh man.
Because you made a mistake with the bug. That actually sounds more centralized. No, they are. Oh, I'm about to pull this article up. Oh, we got one more article. This is the top article of the day. You got to be kidding me. Thank you, Paris, for dropping that. Compound Labs founder sends out the IRS threat to seek funds paid out in era back in crypto. Twitter is having none of it. What? Listen, for one, your project isn't decentralized now to me.
It's over.
Two, this is what I was talking about, the one community. Stop running to the government when things don't go your way in this space. Like, really? Like, really? You all messed that up. You messed that up. No one messed that up. And because you messed it up, you want the funds back. That's up to the user to give it to you back. You're a platform that made this mistake. If it was an individual sending another individual, it'd be up to that individual. But no, you guys made this mistake. It's your fault. And now you're going to the IRS? Like, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Running the big daddy government every time you get in trouble.
Oh, my goodness. Again, it looks like Robert Leshner, the self-described shadowy supercoder who founded Compound Labs, a company associated with Compound, wants the incorrect amount of comp paid out due to a protocol error return, or else it will be reported to the U.S. tax authorities. Again, I cannot believe this. Let's see. Of course, Robert Leshner here took to Twitter and warned people, if you received a large incorrect amount of comp from the Compound protocol error, please return it to the Compound time lock. Otherwise, it's being reported as income to the IRS and most of you are docs. I cannot believe
you.
Oh man, you know what?
We smoking on compound pack today, baby.
Hey, you know what? Report it to IRS then. You know what? Yeah, take my tax money, but you'll never get it back.
Oh yeah,
you'll never get it back, son. Hey, I'd rather give the IRS my tax money than to give it back to you. And you know what? On conference time, hey, it's up.
Like what kind of business accidentally gives out money and it says, "Hey, can you please give it back?" In the history of regular businesses, nobody does that shit. So in real life, since y'all are not a real DeFi company, you are a centralized company with a little bit of decentralization sprinkled in there. Didn't act like a centralized company. If you gave them money and people just find it, hey, it's over. And in a real decentralized world, you would let it go. But of course, you all are centralized. And again, who are you to say keep 10% as a white hat and then give us back the rest? What? I'll give you 10% back and the other 90% as a white hat.
You'll take what I give you.
Yeah. You keep it as a white hat. I'm gonna keep 90% as a black hat. How about
that? Robert Leshner again. I'm trying to do anything. This is his tweet. I'm trying to do anything I can to help the community get some of its comp back. And this was a boneheaded tweet approach. That's on me. No, see, that's what I'm talking about. This was a boneheaded tweet / approach. That's on me. Hell no. Don't try to take it back now. That's what I'm saying. You can this is literally the person who is wearing, and again, I'm all for solving real crime. If it's a real crime, then let's solve this crime. Let's get these people and these criminals in jail. But also, don't snitch, and when it backfires, you got to take a stand in front of everybody. You're like, oh no, I didn't really say it. That's my fault. No, you did say it. Stand by it. It wasn't a boneheaded tweet or approach. That's who you are. You feel like whenever things are wrong, you should reach out to the government. That's who you are, and that is not what cryptocurrency is. Again, Robert is also saying in this tweet, luckily, community is much bigger and smarter than just me. I appreciate your ridicule and support. Like, look at you, bro. Like, these flip-flopping people, I don't like them. They set trip. You flip-flop just because of what people tweeted to you yesterday. You didn't have no real physical or no type of human one-on-one interaction with people in your face. You went back on your word because the way people tweeted. What you should have did if your project was actually decentralized, as you said, was tweet to the community to begin with. Hey guys, what do you think we should do about this? If somebody were to come out and say, hey, you should go to the government, IRS, and the entire compound community would have agreed, then maybe that should have been, that might have been your course of action. But since the compound community, and shout out to their community at least, since their founders, as he said, a bonehead. He is a bonehead. He's an idiot. Hey, good developer apparently, but outside of that, stay in your lane. Shut up and dribble. All right, just keep write code, boy. You ain't get the first line. You didn't get the first one right. You're talking about IRS and stuff, but a real decentralized project. That's what it looks like. They would have went to Twitter and said, what do you all think we should do? Yeah. And you would have got consensus from your community and moved forward. The fact that he tried to do it the opposite way was super wacky. And again, shout out to the compound community because they stood up and was like, whoa. You going to IRS? Like, what are you doing?
That is the single worst thing you could do as a DeFi project.
Right.
You're all doxxed. What the fuck?
We trusted you.
I was going to say, there was no way I was trying to figure that out. And then on top of that, I'm tired of grown adults getting on Twitter. You have to type the words out and press send for it to be a tweet. In the top left or right beside it, you can push cancel, right? And then not send that bullshit out. Because, I don't do apologies with most adults. You know what I mean? Like, right. I do it with kids, teenagers, young adults sometimes. But adults, you know what you were doing. You know you were angry when you typed that out.
Come on.
You know you had Twitter fingers going super hard. I'll say, your thumbs got raw typing that out. And then again, coming back and saying, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize this, blah, blah. Whatever, man. You dox us all. And I shout out to Matty Greenspan from Quantum Economics. He said, doxing their customers is about the worst thing a crypto company can do from a PR perspective. Exactly. Compound is going to be forever known as a company that dox their own users. You got a mess in your hands, Robert.
And not only that, one user or one person in Twitter, as you saw in the last tweet, he said, isn't it income regardless? Exactly. So what were you trying to do? If anything, you're about to make yourself a big target for the SEC because it sounds like you made Compound to circumvent the US dollar. It sounds like you're trying to circumvent taxes because as one of those Twitter users put, it's income anyway. So again, feel free to tell the IRS, I'll pay the tax money and then, we'll keep the compound since you guys messed up. And then B, I'm glad you just made that comment. Like, people, do you understand how, like, on the internet, for people who live in the internet in the digital world, doxing people is as serious as it gets. Like, you need to fully, like, it's It's literally somebody be in our comment section pissing us off, and then we send their address and their job out to you all and the Warriors. Be like, all right, do what y'all do. Like that.
Yeah.
That's like you don't do that on the internet. That is the biggest no-no. They're right. That's the biggest no-no for me. Any digital company is a no-no. It's definitely a no-no for a crypto company. And then it's a super no-no for a decentralized crypto company. Like if I was in, like, for those who are involved in the Compound Project, they probably won't make the same mistake again. Take your money, leave. Leave. We see who they are. Stay at your own risk. I'm telling you now, the founder invited the SEC to the house. He invited them, or excuse me, the IRS. He invited the IRS to the cookout.
Come on in.
So
baby.
What do you think's going to happen? Like, it is what it is. But enough of this.
Well, I just want to say his name is what? Robert
Leshner.
Remember the name, Robert Leshner. Actually, this is a bad week for Roberts. my man R. Kelly going through it. My man Robert Leshner going through it. This is not a good week for Roberts. We miss Robert.
We miss Robert.
We miss Robert. You better get together, Rob.
Paris, I agree. She said y'all need a funeral soundbite because Comp is dead. Smoking on that Comp Pat. All right. Let's see. Have you seen the website for COP26 Climate Change Conference? Totally whack neo-fascist nonsense. I haven't seen it. Almost Shangu. My command sergeant major had to pull me aside to stop sending out emails in anger to the unit leaders. They need to breathe before they tweet.
Yeah, I don't get that. Like growing up, because people tweet at us like that. And then we come back to them and be like, hey, shut the fuck up. And they be like, I sense it an error. I'm sorry. I was angry when I wrote it. How old are you, dog? You were angry when you wrote it? Like, it'd be like a 2,000 word DM, or it'd be a long ass retweet. And we're like, just don't send it. Like, write it all out. This is what I tell people, and this is an exercise they use for anger management. Write everything down you want to say, as harsh as it is, ball it up, throw it away. Nobody writes on paper anymore. So everybody writing it on social media sites and press a send instead of just write it in your notes and then either delete it or get rid of it later and get over it, man. We got money to make out here. Ain't nobody worried about you're all doxxed anyway. Like, come on, man. That's some like bratty teenager stuff. Like, it just doesn't play well for the long term.
It really doesn't. And Ryan, whenever your sound starts working, you just go ahead and start talking. You just cut us off. Okay, he's gonna try another laptop. Yep, for sure. We got a few more minutes left, Ryan, so you can make that switch. Let's make that switch for sure. Let's see. Keone Mason says, does no one remember they try to pull the same thing on Uni?
Yep.
Why is this ever a surprise? People have a 5-minute memory. So wait, is that the same thing happened with Uni? Did they try to dox everyone as well?
I'm trying to think.
I might have missed it, but
I don't know if they tried to dox everybody, but when they lost the tokens, they were asking for them back. And the only way you can there's a way you could do it without asking for them back. You can't roll back the chain, but you've effectively killed the DeFi narrative.
Right, I was just about to say that.
That's why I laugh when people talk about Ethereum being DeFi. I'm like, no, it's not.
Let a bug hit Ethereum today.
Well, they already.
Ethereum
Classic already is the real. Yeah. So again, when they lost 100-something million, they already rolled it back so that Ethereum can continue on. And again, or forked it, so that they can continue on. So it's possible, but you can't call yourself decentralized after that, because in the decentralized world, it happens. Hey, wipe yourself off and keep it moving. Whatever happens.
Y'all talking about us. I'm over here looking at the comment section. It's hilarious to me. And Carino says, seriously, I never apologize to anyone. If you're choosing to use your minutes, how rude to suggest that you were just wasting our time. Exactly. Yeah. There's some people in some other communities right now trying to cop please. I'm like, no, that's what you was about publicly. Keep that energy. I love it. Like, hell no. Don't try to listen. You need to choose your words wisely.
Choose words better.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you're grown. There's no excuse. Nah. Burner Unknown, thank you for the tip. Many thanks. Appreciate that. Let's see. I saw a couple more good ones really quick. Let's see. Omo Shango said, last time I checked, decentralization specifically states you can scream all you want, but ain't nobody coming to save you.
Not at all.
And I love it. Because that's how it should be. We are relying on code. And I give it to Jimmy Song. He was like, these aren't hacks. They're not stealing money. They're not doing anything illegal or immoral. This was a part of the software. This is a part of the smart contract. And they executed the smart contract. That's your fault for the writing. Whoever wrote that smart contract, that's their fault. I know it sucks. It hurts. People, we kicked and screamed when we got hacked. All right, we get it. It hurts. But it is what it is. Like, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, like I said, you can't get mad because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar keeps shooting hook shots in the lane and dunking on little boys. can't rewrite the rules, but they did. They changed the rules just because of that. And this is what it looks like the crypto community is becoming is, oh man, something bad happened. We got to change it. No. You need an audit, my man.
Right, exactly. PFC Wells said them last two lines is the PR person trying to save him in crisis management mode. He said it sounded like it had to be the lawyer talking in the background. Yep. So Fearless Jones said 50% of found money sounds good to me. Exactly. You keep trying to be an idiot talking about you don't call IRS. Cool. Hey, here y'all go. This wasn't mine to begin with. You take y'all half, keep this founder off my head, and we're good to go. Let's see. Saber Save said big snitches. Too much for you. Okay, so the compound community needs to shut it down. I mean, I'm serious. If that's the founder doing that and he moves like that on his own, I would be leery of that project. On a serious note, I would be leery of that project. He just showed the hand. Like, that's a Coinbase play. And honestly, I'll give it props to Coinbase. They pushed back on the IRS because they knew that would kind of ruin them as a business if they, readily open armed them early on. At least publicly they pushed back. Who knows behind the door? It's a private company at the time. But Alipio said, they need to take that L as tuition. Everybody gonna learn today. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, too much for you. Okay, mentioned Jimmy's song as well. This is, hey, again, Paris, thanks for bringing that up. That is crazy. That your founder said he gonna go tell that, and he didn't even just say the government. He specifically was like, "Hey, the IRS, hey, I'm about to drop down on these fools. I don't like that shit.
I don't like that shit.
I don't like that shit.
This is hilarious.
Listen, he hit him with the belly. You can't come into the town and start selling and stepping on people's toes. He had to hit him with the belly. This is crazy. Seymour Breezy said, I got the wife and kids. They're $1 million or they're 1 million Satoshis to start when it hits 40K. Also, do we link up with EYO there in California? Everybody keeps saying that. Listen, you all got to make that connection. I honestly don't know how to make connections with people. I was talking to Zay about it yesterday. He was like, so-and-so? I was like, no. He's like, so-and-so? I was like, bro, I don't know these people. Like, no, shout out to EYO. They're doing a great job over there for sure. But no, we haven't linked up with them. But if you know the connection, feel free to make connection. We're always down to talk crypto any and everywhere. This is what we do.
Oh, yeah. Sure. And I want to give a shout out to Crypto King Silver Sailor for always throwing out facts about Bitcoin. He apparently thinks we haven't discussed before on the show. We've already discussed the inflation bug before in 2010, man. You got to go back. We had episode 800 or something. Like, half the stuff he's saying was before episode 400. Like, we was before episode 40. We've been saying this forever. We understand what has happened in Bitcoin's history. What we're saying is it happened early enough. They didn't lose money. And then when they fixed the inflation bug, we've continued on from there. Again, doesn't stop anything from Bitcoin, but it also, again, shows the resiliency because it wasn't a centralized source that changed it. It was a random person found it. This is what decentralization is. A random person found it, fixed it, and then we just continued on. If a centralized source stopped Bitcoin and then we went to another chain from there, that's the difference. Crypto King, I appreciate the stats, but I promise you that's pretty much nothing you can put in this chat that we haven't discussed about Bitcoin, bad or good. We discuss it all. So,
but also, and then Paris said we brought up the inflation bug like 3 times in the last week.
Like last week, yeah.
But also when it comes to the inflation bug, here's the deal with the Bitcoin inflation bug and why it's different than everybody and everything else's. 2 reasons. First and foremost, Bitcoin is the first project of this. They are allowed to have they're allowed to have scaling issues, bugs, regulatory. They're allowed to have all of that and make mistakes and trip and fumble because it's the first one. Point blank, period. So yes, I don't care if Bitcoin has tomorrow we go through something where we see, we never know it can be attacked this way. Like, right? We never knew Bitcoin could be attacked this way. I don't care if it's them because they're the first ones. It's like the first person through the door gets shot. So that's my first thing. They're the first one. So I don't care what mistakes were made, especially a year into the project of something like, look how big the cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, your project, NFTs, DeFi, credit-free collateralized loans, staking, yield farming, Axie Infinity, Gala Games, all of that came from Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, again, you all are forgetting 2 things too, which Crypto King Silver Sailor, and we're going to mention Richard as well, didn't distinguish. There's 2 different Bitcoins. There's Bitcoin we're using almost like as a currency and value with a lowercase b, and then there's Bitcoin, the actual network with an uppercase b. Google both of them. There's 2 different Bitcoins. Lowercase b is Bitcoin and uppercase b is a different Bitcoin. So when you're talking about Bitcoin with that uppercase b, they're allowed to make mistakes because they're the first ones doing it. And secondly, to me, all these other projects that are making mistakes, it shows how weak really this market is, because Bitcoin's open source. Every project started off the backbone of Bitcoin. Every project started off with Bitcoin code in it down there. So almost every project out there has stolen some of mama's cooking, some of that secret sauce, and put it into their project. So again, you cannot attack Bitcoin when literally every other project has its DNA in it. So you can't say, well, my dead explorer went to some unexplored land, cave, territory, and made mistakes on his journey, but everybody else didn't make these mistakes or didn't have it. Well, yeah, he cut a trail in the woods for you. Like he showed you where water was at. He showed you how to build a hut, showed you how to fish. He showed you the basics to survive on this island that no one had ever been on. And now you're on the island literally 12 years later talking about something. Oh yeah. The first people who came here, yeah, they was fucking up. Like, really?
Exactly.
Really? Come on, stop playing. Like, stop it. Listen, let's not get it twisted, people. The only reason we don't go hard on a lot of guests and stuff is because we want them to come back. We want them to feel comfortable. We want them to be fair. We're not going to attack them like, you're wrong. This is Bitcoin.
And plus, it's online.
Yeah.
We'll talk in person. I'd rather talk in person.
Exactly. But let's not get it twisted. What we just said was real. So, no, Bitcoin will always, to me, get a pass because it's the first one doing everything right now. It's still the first one doing everything right now. Like to this day. So I don't know.
Yeah. And I mean, he still said Bitcoin can't have any upgrades, which is hilarious. I mean, we had the Segwit before, we got Taproot coming. I mean, the innovation around.
That's true. They said it wouldn't happen.
Yeah. The innovation around Bitcoin, layer 2 with Lightning is taking off. We have Lightning tips on Twitter right now. What are you talking about? Upgrades are happening. They just don't come fast because Ethereum is move fast and break things, which is tech. Other projects are move fast and break things. Bitcoin is actual money. So you don't move that fast. Security is number one. So that's why it is what it is.
And yeah, great point you just made about the upgrades. You know, we just had, or we did in 2017, we had Segwit 2X, Taproot in November. As you just mentioned, I want to highlight what you just mentioned. You cannot, when you, especially right now, especially as critical like people like you are, well, Bitcoin made a mistake in 2010, 12 months after it was. All right, well, that's why people on Bitcoin don't want to just create things and upgrade overnight, because then as soon as they have a compound size error or an Ethereum size error, then people are also going to be screaming, see, the Bitcoin upgrades don't work or the bugs. Yes, as you just said, it takes time. You wanted to take time so you won't have a compound size error where literally one single line of code cost you $70 million. Like,
exactly.
You want to move slow. Yeah. And on top of that, we've already mentioned here on this show, since its inception, in this space, things that are doing it properly take 2 to 3 years minimum. 2 to 3 years minimum. 2017, we got Segwit 2X. 2021, we're about to get Taproot. After Taproot, I wouldn't even expect another Bitcoin upgrade for another 2 to 3 years because I want it to be fully tested by the best developers on the planet, which Bitcoin has. If you want to talk projects, pull up your project that you love, Crypto King Silver Sailor, has 2 developers on it. 2. Do-si-do.
Was it written in C+?
You know what I'm saying?
Because everybody's a developer, so you got to get the C+.
Stop it. You got 2 developers, and Bitcoin got like 800 of them. So, and some of them, or for Bitcoin, their developers are public for the most part. The ones you have are not. So again, like, stop it. But listen, call in. You already know what's up, Crypto King. But we appreciate the comments either way. What is the second word for that lightning field in it? What is the second word for that lightning field it in? I don't know what that means. Call in. You tried it. Crypto. Hey, we appreciate the comments. You got to call in. Crypto Key said, I hear him. Can't hear him.
Everybody says they can hear him.
Why can't we hear him? This is weird. I know why. It is us. Hold on. Ryan, what's up? We can hear you now, Ryan. I think it was me. Can you say something?
Wait, you can hear me?
Yeah. Boom, we in there.
Oh shit! Hey, wait! Oh shit!
You are live. What's going on? We got Ryan.
Hey Zay, what's up, my G?
Ryan, what are your thoughts on all this doxing coming from Comp?
So I heard about the Comp. I know about it. I don't know who got the drop, but if you got the drop, man, like get that money and move it out and get some USDT now, yo. Like get that money converted, like now.
Yeah.
Hey, come after your ass.
People waking up with $1 million and hundred.
Oh my God!
What you doing? What you waiting for before it dumps?
I would run around and just chase bunnies. I'd be happy as shit. Like what?
Ryan, what's going on in the crypto market? What are you seeing these days? Are we in this bull market or are we about to dip? What's happening?
Yo, I'm big on VeChain. Shout out to VeChain. Shout out to Bowie State University, and shout out to just y'all, man. I love y'all motherfuckers, man.
Turn up. Much appreciated.
Shout out to Coop. Just seen him.
Hey, shout out to 120 beer and shit. Dogfish Head 120. I finally bought that shit. Now y'all be day drinking. I'm day drinking and shit.
Oh, listen, we already know. It's all good.
It's Friday, baby. It's Fuck Bitcoin Fridays.
They said Compound Founder was eating a banana while he's tweeting about dropping dimes. His feet kicked up and everything. What are your thoughts when it does come to upgrading Bitcoin? Is it moving too slow for you? Is it, you said shout out to your VeChain peeps. Do you still believe in Bitcoin? Is that like your primary project, or are you like, this thing is old? What are your thoughts?
Man, I'm everywhere with it. I got ADHD, but I will tell y'all this. I focus on all the altcoins. I talk to everybody. I talk to all the YouTube channels. I'm like the fucking connector in crypto. That's my purpose, y'all. But going back to your question, I like NFTs. NFTs about to be my shit, yo. I got a lot of people. Shout out to Kane Mayfield. Shout out to the CEO of Calumet, Chris. And shout out to Alon Gorn. I talk to all of them all the time. Those are my folks, man.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Alan, man. That's my boy.
That's my folks. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Punk Ape Strong. I just got a drop. He dropped them. I got one of them joints.
Punk Apes?
Punk Ape Strong. It's going to be the new shit. Trust me.
Yeah.
Crypto Silver Sailor said, I got hit with the volume bug. I did. So listen, NFTs, you said you like NFTs. One thing we were talking about yesterday, and here's my question to you. Do you think NFT market will come under heavy regulation? If so, what does that market look like?
You said Michael Saylor?
No, I said, do you think the NFT market will come under heavy regulation? So like how they regulate the Bitcoin market into a bear market? Do you think they can over-regulate the NFT market? And if so, what would that look like?
That's a question for Tanya Evans, bro, because I know she knows the NFT market. And shout out to Tanya Evans at VantageEvans.com. Shout out to my sis. She would know that question better than me. And that's why I'm a connector. I don't know these answers, but I know people that know these answers. You know what I mean?
Much appreciated. Hey, we love it. We love it then.
Absolutely.
Crypto King Silver Sailor, he's like, hey, hold on. He said, brothers, I got the Bitcoin white paper hanging in my living room in English and Japanese. He said, I'll DM you the pic. All right, hey, there we go. That's all we want to hear. You know we love it. He like, I'm just trying to hedge. I'm with it.
Hey.
Let's see.
Yeah,
other than that,
I'm about to get the white paper tatted on my back.
Listen, at this point, what it's doing for everybody, hey, I'm with it. I actually thought about that the other day. I was like, I might have to jock some Ken Bozak style. I'm like, hey, it's getting to the point that Bitcoin B about to get tatted, bro.
Oh, yeah. You know
it is what it is. We are all in there. Other than that, Ryan, did you have anything else for us, my man?
Nothing else, man. I love y'all. Shout out to Zay for coming through DC. King, we miss you, but shout out to Jasmine, Sahara Sounds, Leroy Forbes, Trek, all my people in my group, man. I love y'all, man. Peace.
There we go. Sir. Much appreciated. All right, check it out. Coop DeVille Solutions, another person that you can trust in the cryptocurrency sector for good information, knowledgeable information as well. All right, Bitcoin Zay, you got anything else for today?
Nothing else for me. Make sure you grab that masterclass. Q4, you're gonna need it when everything starts getting crazy.
Hey, and shout out to all the people who have bought it. We just, of course, this past month, since the last Q&A, we have had a lot of people get it. So we will be having another Q&A probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks. We'll give you dates, times, and all that good stuff for it. But again, for the masterclass, literally just go to thegentlemanofcrypto.com, click on masterclass. Of course, that link is in the chat as well. You click on masterclass here, and boom, it will take you to the home page. Where you can find which one suits your needs. We got 3 different ones, actually 4 different ones that we sell a la carte as well. Whichever one fits you for sure. We got an expert edition that has everything in it. Beginner edition, if you just want to kind of learn the basics about what's going on and get your bearings. Or if you already know what's going on, you just want to learn those collateralized loans, we have that as well. So again, we'll be having another Q&A soon. And for those asking about the No Name show, we are not going to do it tonight. Bitcoin Zay literally just flew in yesterday. But we'll more than likely be back next week with the show. So don't worry, we're definitely going to be back and turn that thing up. Other than that, make sure you smash that like and share. Appreciate the the feedback and the back and forth. We always appreciated that. Crypto King Silver Sailor for sure. Appreciate Paris, and all the other crypto warriors, and Ryan Coop for calling in.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks as well. There we go. Satoshi Slim, we're going to end on that. So masterclass is official.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Smash that like and share. We'll see you all next week. Some more crypto news.